Hi, I'm John Padalita. I'm Export Manager for Wine Guardian, and I'd like to tell you about our single-piece units. These are known as through-the-wall units or monoblock units. They're specifically designed to maintain ideal conditions in a wine cellar for the long-term aging of fine wine. Now, this product is built at our factory in the US, but it is used worldwide. We've had this product installed in China, in Germany, in Mexico, in Cyprus, in India. It is a leading product in North America, and it's rapidly gaining acceptance around the world. I'd like to take a few moments to tell you a bit about the product, how it's designed, how it's used. It is part of a family of products. This is our smallest unit, but Wine Guardian also produces a range of ducted products, which you can learn about in a separate video. And recently, we've introduced split systems, which we'll also describe in a separate video. But let's take a look at the single-piece through-the-wall unit. It comes in two sizes, really designed depending on exactly how the cellar is built for wine cellars that are approximately 15 cubic meters or 25 cubic meters. That's about 1,500 cubic feet or 25 or 1,800 cubic feet. And it's a single-piece unit. I mean, it's really just one piece of machinery that slides through a hole in the wall. The inside, of course, faces the wine cellar. The back, some external area, generally an adjacent space, a larger room, perhaps the outside of the building, but probably an adjacent space in the home or restaurant. Let's take a look at the styling of the unit. It really is an attractive look. You would see just this face in the wine cellar. It's possible to slide the unit so it's flush with your wine racking or flush with the outside. So you don't really need to see much more than the grill inside the wine cellar. You'll notice that the controls, which display both temperature and humidity, are clearly visible, as well as the buttons which allow you to program the unit. By the way, these controls will, of course, control the functioning of this cooling unit, but they will also control our optional humidifier. The humidity, as well as the temperature, are displayed on this readout, and that can, of course, be both in degrees C and degrees F, and we can choose that right here with the control. But let's take a look at the grill. I mean, in a way, it's very simple. The air from the cellar is coming into the unit here. It's being cooled, conditioned, filtered a little bit, and then the cool air is brought back out into the cellar. I say cool air, but remember that this unit also has a heating option. So in certain conditions, it can actually add heat into the wine cellar as well. There are a number of features of this unit that are worth talking about. We've already mentioned that it controls both temperature and humidity. That's a bit unique. It really does control both temperature and humidity, although in this form, it really just does cooling or heating. The humidifier is an option. Another point about these units is that they're designed for wine cellar conditions. These aren't air conditioners that are out there to keep you comfortable at 21 degrees C or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. They're designed to maintain temperatures around 12 degrees C or 55 degrees Fahrenheit in the wine cellar. And for those of you who know air conditioning, I want to say that it is not drying the air at those conditions. You know, comfort cooling will dry the air. This unit is specifically designed so that it does not remove humidity from the air at wine cellar conditions. And that's important because we know that wine is best aged at about 65% relative humidity. I'd like to talk as well about the metal installation sleeve for these products. It is a unique feature of Wine Guardian products. This is the metal installation sleeve, which goes through the wall. This is actually the sleeve which will hold the unit in place, metal, and fits the unit perfectly. It is shipped with the unit, and in most cases, it is installed in the wall even before the unit is brought to the wine cellar itself. Let's also take a look at the actual box. This is all aluminum construction. I'd like to point out the design on both the front and the back of the unit. This is the wine cellar side, and the controls are visible from inside the wine cellar. However, just in case the unit is visible on the other side as well, you can see that the similar style is on the exterior, the outside the cellar side of the unit for a similar appearance. Here you see this cord, which is now installed on the outside of the unit. Now there are a number of other options with this unit. We've mentioned the humidifier, and if we did use the humidifier, it would be mounted separately, but it would be controlled by the same control board. There's actually a 24-volt control wire which plugs in here and allows this unit to work in tandem with our Wine Guardian humidifier. I should also mention that this unit can be installed with remote sensors. It's possible to install up to 3 probes in the wine cellar to measure both temperature and humidity, and then average those 3 points. The connections are here as well. So if you had a larger cellar where you wanted to control the far corners and not just the temperature and humidity sensed at the unit, the Wine Guardian product allows you to do that.